Chapter 2, Crimes Against Security. Section 1, Abandonment of Helpless Persons and Exploitation of Minors. What are the crimes called abandonment of helpless persons and exploitation of minors? They are: first, abandonment of person in danger and abandonment of one's victim. Second, abandoning a minor. Third, abandonment of minor by person entrusted by his custody in deference of parents. And fourth, the exploitation of minors. Article 275. Abandonment of persons in danger and abandonment of one's own victim. The penalty of arresto mayor shall be imposed upon: first, anyone who shall fail to render assistance to any persons whom he shall find in an inhabited place, wounded or in danger of dying, when he can render such assistance without detriment to himself, unless such omission shall constitute a more serious offense. Second, anyone who shall fail to help or render assistance to another whom he has accidentally wounded or injured. And third, anyone who, having found an abandoned child under 7 years of age, shall fail to deliver the said child to the authorities or to his family, or shall fail to take him to a safe place. Acts punished under Article 275. First, by failing to render assistance to any person whom the offender finds is an inhabited place, wounded or in danger of dying, when he can render such assistance without detriment to himself, unless such omission shall constitute a more serious offense. So the elements of the crime is that: first, the place is not inhabited. Second, the accused found that there is a person wounded or in danger of dying. Third, that the accused can render assistance without detriment to himself. And fourth is that the accused fails to render assistance. So another act punishable under Article 275 is by failing to help or render assistance to another whom the offender has accidentally wounded or injured. And third, by failing to deliver a child under 7 years of age whom the offender has found abandoned to the authorities or to his family, or by failing to take him to a safe place. Any person whom he shall find wounded or in danger of dying. Thus, if a person intentionally wounded another in an inhabited place, paragraph 1 of Article 275 is not applicable, because he did not find him wounded or in danger of dying in that place. Omission consisting a more serious offense. The last paragraph of this article provides that the penalty of arresto mayor shall be imposed, unless such omission shall constitute a more serious offense. Example: if the offender who failed to render assistance to the person in danger of dying in an inhabited place had the custody of such person who is a minor under 7 years of age, and the minor died as a consequence, the penalty of prison correctional is in its medium and maximum periods provided in the second paragraph of Article 276 shall be imposed, which is a greater penalty. Paragraph 2, Article 275 applies only when someone is accidentally injured by the accused. Note that the use of the word accidentally in this article. Hence, if a person intentionally stabs or shoots another who is wounded and he does not render him assistance, that person is not liable under this article. He is liable only for the crime resulting from the stabbing or shooting, which may be physical injuries or homicide if the victim dies. Must the offender know that the child is under 7 years? Under the third way of committing the crime, it is immaterial that the offender did not know that the child is under 7 years of age. Does paragraph 3 apply to one who found a lost child? It would seem that such child also needs the same protection that the law intends to extend to the abandoned child. Shall fail to take him to a safe place. The child under 7 years of age must be found by the accused in an unsafe place. Article 276. Abandoning a minor. The penalty of arresto mayor and a fine not exceeding 500 pesos shall be imposed upon anyone who shall abandon a child under 7 years of age, the custody of which is incumbent upon him. When the death of the minor shall result from such abandonment, the culprit shall be punished by prison correctional in its medium and maximum periods. But if the life of the minor shall have been in danger only, the penalty shall be prison correctional in its minimum and medium periods. The provisions contained in the 2 preceding paragraphs shall not prevent the imposition of the penalty, provided for the act committed, when the same shall constitute a more serious offense. So, the elements for this is that, first, the offender has a custody of a child. Again, the offender has the custody of a child. Second, that the child is under 7 years of age. Third, that he abandons such child. And fourth, that he has no intent to kill the child when the latter is abandoned. When there is intent to kill, this article does not apply. The offender, in abandoning a minor, has no intent to kill the latter. His purpose in abandoning the minor under his custody is to avoid the obligation of taking care of said minor. If there is intent to kill and the child dies, the crime would be either murder, parricide, or infanticide, as the case may be. If the child does not die, it is attempted murder, parricide, or infanticide, as the case may be. And the reason for this is that the provisions contained in Article 276 shall not prevent the imposition of the penalty provided for the act committed, when the same shall constitute a more serious offense. Intent to kill cannot be presumed from the death of the child. The ruling that the intent to kill is presumed from the death of a victim of a crime is applicable only to crimes against persons, and not to crimes against security, particularly the crime of abandoning a minor under Article 276. A permanent, conscious, and deliberate abandonment is required in this article. Under the first paragraph of Article 276, the law penalizes a mere abandonment of a child even when his life is not endangered, so long as there is interruption of the care and protection he needs by reason of his tender age. The abandonment referred to this article is not the momentary leaving of the child, but the abandonment which deprives him of the care and protection from danger of his person. The act must be conscious and deliberate. Circumstances qualifying the offense. First, when the death of the minor resulted from such abandonment, or second, if the life of the minor was in danger because of the abandonment. Parents guilty of abandoning their children can be deprived of parental authority. If the offender of the parent is a minor who is abandoned, he shall be deprived of parental authority.